So yesterday we have seen two. Okay, one is drill down and drill up. Okay, now we'll go and see the drill across. After that we'll go to level based math. So what is the drill across means? Okay, navigating or exploring one hierarchy to another level of another hierarchy. Okay, so far we are going up and down only. Okay, and now I want to move from one hierarchy level to other hierarchy level. Okay, so example, so now we have created two hierarchy levels. Okay, one is product and one is year. Okay, date related. So now I can so far okay we have configured to navigate data from the lower level to above level and above level to lower level. So drill down and drill up. Okay, but say for example right now. The preferred drill path I mentioned that okay when I start from the lower level I want to go next that is drill up. So now what is my requirement is so in the year okay and I'll first start from the year. I'll select one column year. It will go and give me the half year, then it will give me quarter and it will give me month and then it will give you date. After date okay generally you will see complete your column will be deactivated. There will not be any hyperlink because that is a lower level. So from this column, I want to start from the product hierarchy. So I don't want to stop it. Once I reach date and when I click the date, I want to move away and start giving the product hierarchy data. Okay. So that is called drill across. Okay. Now to do this, what I am going to do, I am going to date, which is the lowest one. And again, I am going to preferred drill path. And in the preferred drill path, I am adding okay level which is product brand. What it means that preferred drill path means by default OBIEE only take you to the lower level. You have somewhere down. Okay, but from one particular level, if you want to go to any other level, it can be above or it can be across where any other level. Okay, so that you can configure in a preferred drill path. If you configure the next above level, that is your drill up. If you configure any other level, okay, other which is in another dimension, another hierarchy, and that is called drill across. So right now I just created it and say okay. So now I'll start from this date. I'll select some measure. So this we already know. When I click here, it will take us to half year to quarter, quarter to month, month to week, week to date. So generally the date should have been deactivated, hyperlink should have been deactivated once I reach calendar date. But now, since in the preferred drill path of the calendar date, where in the level where calendar date has been added, okay. So now when I click this again, you can see that brand, okay, it is starting from the another level, this date, and now we have given a link to this band, okay. So this is called a drill across, navigating, okay, from one level of one hierarchy to another level of another hierarchy. That is called a drill across. Up down means within the hierarchy only. Across means you are going across other dimensional hierarchies, okay. That is called drill across, okay. And drill up and then drill across are not by default available. By creating the preferred drill path, okay, you can choose, okay, to create that and then use it. And there is another level also, which is another technique also, which is called drill through, okay. This drill through is not possible in the repository, so this can be. So when I click this column, okay, I want to open some different report. There is no link. Maybe that may be some one Google map, or if I click this, I want to see in from the internet. I want to see the, let's say I have some region, okay, city, country is there. If I click this, okay, in that country, what are the cities we have? What is the weather right now? That forecasting I want. So jumping away from somewhere to somewhere, we don't know whether it is a Gmail internet address output, or it may be some different report, or it may be something other complete external report. So we are completely navigating from one place to other place. That is called drill through. Up down within the hierarchy, and drill across means going to another level hierarchy. Drill through means completely different. I click it, I want to open something else. What is that? I don't know. Whether it's a OBIEE report or a different report or something, I don't know. Okay. So all these things are called data analysis techniques. Okay. These data analysis techniques, okay, by default up, down, across will be achieved in OBIEE. Drill through can be achieved in a report, not in a, we can still do in a OBIEE, and but not in a RPD. We can do in a reports GI section. Okay. So this is all about your hierarchies. Okay. Now yesterday you are talking about multiple tables hierarchy, right? Say for example, right now I have customers information we have, and in this customer table we have all the data like we have customer key, okay, customer name, okay, and finally we have something called address. This is like address key. But in the address you see there is no, okay, this is a number, but there is no city, name, gender, blah blah blah, there is nothing here. Okay. So in our database there is another table, okay, which is called address table. I am just showing, okay, how to work out. So I am going to import one more table, which is address table, which contains for every number whatever we have. For this it will give you actual address, city, state, region and all that. Okay. So and I am going to So this is the table have, okay, for address whatever number we have in that customer table, for that we have the remaining address information, CDs and all that. Okay, it is like a snowflake model. We have a customer dimension and customer address is kept in a different table. Okay, that is our snowflake. So I am going to add this table here. And then I am going to join these two tables. We have the address here and customer, where it is here. Okay, so this is the address key we have selected in the report here. Okay, for this key, address key, if I go here, so you also have one more column, address key, and for this number, what is the city name, country, city, all that information we have here. So I am going to join it here. Sorry. Okay, so now from the address table, I am going to select address key, and then we already have address key here, so I am just selecting it. What is the join condition from here to here? Address key and address key. Done. Okay, now we already have the address table here. Sorry, customer table. So this address we want here. Okay, so right now to bring this address table here, okay, there are a couple of ways actually. Okay, now I am going to add this table over here, address table to here. Just it contains some address. We have address and customer. So now if you want to create, okay, one eye, because if you see there are some addresses like country, state, region, all this we have here, and their customers data we have here. Okay, so now this actually, what is the best method to do, we'll see in the next session, but just to show here because you asked. So I can go and create one hierarchy here. And in this I am going to create whatever hierarchies we have. Let's say first I am starting from the region. Okay, and after region I have one more. A couple of things are there, maybe depends on your data what you are going to keep. So you will have sometimes sub-region, okay, but right now I am going to place it as a country name. And within this country I have state, and within that state we have city. Okay, so I'll go to this level, okay, and then I want one more from here, that okay, in this city, okay, and I have some customers we have. So I want to take one more, okay, one more level from here. Let's say customer type or something. Okay, so I'll explain later. I'm just showing the scenario. So I'll just select region to here, and country here, city here, and state. Where is the state from? And now I want to type to be there actually. Okay, this is the type. Okay, so now it will not come. The reason is both tables are completely different outside. Let me quickly. Okay, so now these two are, I have created a single geography, and then I have added all these things, and then I'm picking up columns from the 2-dimension tables here. Okay, now there is a relation from address to customer here. Okay, then I'm able to add it. In case you do not have a relation from here to here, we cannot add it. Or even what is the best method to do this is, okay, right now the design we don't have. Okay, we know how to drag a table, that's all. There are a couple of other techniques also. Okay, so now I am going to drag this table onto, or this dimension onto customer. Region. Okay, now I'm creating some hierarchy. See, this is one table and this is one. So this is initially confused. I'm just showing for your reference only. Okay, so now I dragged here. Okay, no problem. But what is the error we got right now here? Okay, we have, when I drag all these columns here, so we have a type in here, but we don't have all these columns in this one. Okay, so how can I make this possible? Still I can make it possible. How? If I drag all the address columns from here, okay, within one customer, okay, then I can drag here. So that anyway, okay, it is not right to add this table this way. That's why I'm not focusing here. And the next I'll tell you what is the best method. But so this is also one of the, I have created a hierarchy, and in this hierarchy I'm adding 2 tables and then placing here. So still I am adding them as a 2 separate tables. Okay, that's why it is creating a problem. So even I can still survive without this hierarchy here. So that's not an issue. Okay, so say for example, now I am going to add this geography into this particular address. So now we'll get error. For which record will get error? Type will get error because the type is not available here. So now customer is there, type is here. I am dragging the type here. Okay, so still both are not able to convince here because all these tables are not in one, okay, one single logical table. So these kind of problems will get. So for this, what is this means? This I'm having a problem when I add it. Okay, but still I can make it work. Okay, and when if I drag this address table to customer as a LTS, I can do it. So right now we have not discussed the topic, so I am not going there. So it is just to highlight, to show example, we can also create hierarchies on multiple tables in this way. So now I am going to okay, so this is region wise. Okay, so there are three regions: America, APAC, and then EMEA. So this, and when I click this region, it will give you within the region what are the countries we have. That is the units, and within the country what are the, okay, states we have, and within the states what are the cities we have, and within the cities, okay, what are the customer types are there, their revenue. Okay, in Hyderabad city, type 1 means, let's say, all regular customers. So type 4 means like there are temporary such kind of thing, privileged customers. So that way you can create it. So it will work technically, but these challenges whatever we have faced here will be still resolved in a next classes. Okay, but it is possible to create hierarchy on 2-dimension tables. So now we'll get on to new topic which is called level based measures. Okay, this is all about hierarchies, and hierarchies, there are so many other topics, okay, that will continue later. Okay, but what is the basic hierarchy in this? What are the other topics we have hierarchy to discuss? And hierarchies, okay, and we have to do something like time series, balanced, ranked. And topic keys and choose for display. So these are the topics, okay, we are yet to discuss on the hierarchies. Okay, this will discuss in a later sessions. Okay, now I am not going to discuss here because it requires some special attention. So once we finish basic things, we'll go to this. Okay, so now we'll get into a new topic which is called level based measure. What is level based measurements? First I'll show one calculation here, then I'll get into this. Say for example, right now I want to do some small calculation. Okay, so I'm selecting one column here which is year and a total revenue. So now it is giving us what is the year wise total units sold out. Okay, in every year what are the number of units sold out, because it is a column, it is, we know how it is coming. Now when I click this column, immediately it will give us half year and immediately it will give us quarter. So now what is the number we have here? What is this? This number is nothing but in 2008 quarter 1, what is the total revenue? What is the total number of units sold out? This is in quarter 2 how much, quarter 3 how much, quarter 4 how much. Now I want to know right side, what is the total units sold out in 2008 overall, in total. Or have every year 2007, 8, 9, this is the total units, and I want to know what is the total units sold out in entire years, all across all the years, what is the total. The right side I want. Okay, here. Okay, means what kind of, means what exactly I am looking here is, let's say if you take the basic employee example, employee. Okay, so now here simple, I have employee number, comma, in name, comma, salary I have. In this table, okay, we have every individual employee salary. Right side I want to display what is the total employee table salary. Right side I want to display. I want this employee salary 999 here, and right side I also want to see what is the total overall employee salary. What is the overall employee salary? Means the complete sum of salary is the number G89. So I want this 39824 to be displayed right side. Means query should calculate that and display that. Okay. So how we can make this work actually? So can you tell me query how to get that total salary? I want to display right side here. We have the individual salaries, every employee number and their salaries we have. Okay, and then right side I want to display total salary, overall salary. That is 73, whatever number we got. If I write sum of salary, what will happen? Can we get now, will this query is okay or not? Not okay, because sum of salary you will not get, because we have to say, whenever you say sum, you have to say group by also. If I say group by, it is almost same. That's why still we can, means what is the logic here is, we have the salaries, but in entire employee table, what is the salary I want, or what is the average salary I want. Why I want actually, I am planning to give hikes to these employees. All these employees are working here, okay, and every individual employee having some salary 999, and I want to compare this every individual employee salary with, in my organization, what is the average salary. I want to compare. If this every individual employee salary is very less than the average employee salary, how much is less, then I will give hike to meet that level. Because let's say there is one guy, his salary is only 10% of entire employee's average salary. So I will try to give 30% hike like this. Okay. So now that calculation if you want to do here, it is not possible, but still you can get it. So let's say first I'll choose for sum of salary over So these are called analytical functions. Okay, can help you to. So whatever is there, okay, sum of salary over, okay. So this is analytical. I think I'm not sure initially when you are. So these are called analytical function. What are analytical? How they are different from the normal aggregate functions? Okay, like example, when I say sum of salary, what it is going to do? It is going to say sum of total salary. But what are we doing? Sum of salary over. You want to say sum of salary, or you want to say average of salary. Anything you can take. By saying over, it means that in overall, okay, over means at what level you want to calculate. Salary is a normal, but average salary at what level you want to calculate. So now, this is, since I have mentioned over and nothing I have given here, you will understand that this guy want to calculate over, complete overall level. This query also can help. So now this is giving me overall in entire employee table or entire organization, what is the average salary. So now this guy is a 999, average salary is 2844. Okay, but if you see what is the problem, assume that this 7369 is a CEO. CEO salary will be somewhere very top. If I compare with average salary, definitely it will be very high. And if you compare with the clerical and all, because average is overall, you will have a CEO and you will have clerk and attender, all the salaries average is coming. But now what I want to do, since if I compare with overall, it really doesn't good. So compare every individual salary with the average of their designation. So now there is an attender. So you take the average of that attender designation only and then compare this guy, because he is an attender, compare with only attender designation average salary. If he is very less, okay, you can try to give, because that is a relevant, because you cannot take average of the CEO and then attender. That will be, so there is one guy got 1 mark and there is one guy got 100%, 100 marks. So if you say average, it will be 99. So means if you do that way, it is completely gone. Okay, that's why this can help you to, I want to create average, but over partition by, what is the column in table which gives the designation? Partition by job means, let me select job also here. It can give you okay, if you see, so these two employees are analysts. Okay, see what is the average salary in the analyst? 3000 and 3000. Okay, and they both are having already 3000. And if you see clerical department, there are how many people working in clerk? This is the individual employee salary. This is the overall average salary, an entire table average. This is the average of the clerical department only. So there are 4 employees working. So average of 3, 4, 5, 6 rows is this. So if I compare with, okay, this guy salary with clerical average salary, now he is having 300 but average 3000. So I can give some hike. So this guy is this much and average is very high. So I can give him. So that way I am calculating average sum only, similar to how previously getting, but always calculating at a particular level. It can be overall entire table level or a job level or a department level. I can choose anything. Now I choose a job. I can also choose department wise, or I can choose region wise, like this. Okay. So here also in OBIEE, in the same way, have a report here. Every year, what is the total salary? So number of units. But right side I want to display what is the total number of units sold out, so that I can compare. Okay, the entire units is this, but in this year this much, this year this much. Okay, so to do that, all whatever measures we have created measures so far, units and all that. Okay, so these measures, how they are behaving when I select any column here. So right now I have a unit. When I click this year column, or when I add one more column, immediately this value will get changed. So now if I click it, whatever is giving you, whatever value is there in that measure, it is like in 2007 in second half, this is the total. Previously it was giving year wise, now it is giving half year. If I click on it, now it is going to give quarter wise. So as soon as I click it, is every time it is changing. But now I want a column which will always give me what is the overall level. Okay, I want that calculation. Okay, so these kind of calculations are called level based. Level based means always this calculation I want to do at entire overall table or year wise or whatever it is. So now I am going to create one simple measure. So I will take for units only. So for this units L1, I am going to create a copy paste duplicate. Now duplicate means both are same. And for this I am going to rename okay, I just named something, and what I want to do here is overall years, in entire overall years, what is the total units I want. Okay, so currently we already have this column because I copy pasted. We are already doing some. Okay, general is this. Okay, and calculation we are doing some because we have selected a aggregation type as sum. Okay, so now this and this both are same, because only thing is I rename the column. So this will give you sum of units. This will also give you sum of units because I copy pasted it. But when I select this column, I want, whenever I select this column, I want in entire years what is the total revenue. Okay, to do that, just double click this column. Aggregation you already kept sum. If you go to levels tab here, then it can ask you this calculation at what level you want to do. If you remember in a SQL, sum of or average of salary partition by job or overall whatever it is. Okay, so here also sum of this one units, but level is nothing but over at what level this calculation you want to do. So we have three hierarchies here, and now I am looking for date because here we have year, and this year what are the levels we have. So it is coming, it is whatever levels we have, that is nothing but here. So in the date I am showing, I want to do at total grand total. So at what level you want to do calculation. So what are the actual levels we have? Year, half year, okay, quarter, month and all that. But what I want above year, the overall years I want, not the one particular year. One above to year means including all the years I want. Okay, so that's why I want a level which will be above to the years. Actually we have a year column, half year and all. Okay, I want overall, even including the years, all I want. That's why I want to select, or I want to do calculation above the level. Overall means if you see in our query, sum of over means nothing, means even it is above, then is entire table I want. Okay, means I want to choose year also, one is above than year. So that's why when we are creating the hierarchy, always I started with one hierarchy which is called grand total, which is above to year. Okay, so now I am going to choose this. So now we will understand why we have created a grand total level there, which is starting. If you don't create a grand total level, you can directly start from the year. When you are creating the hierarchy, okay, always we started from grand total. Means if I can also create the hierarchy without grand total, there is nothing wrong in that. Okay, so if you don't create a hierarchy at grand total level, what will happen? You will not be in a position to create a level calculation which is above your year. So that's why for a best practice we'll always start from here. Okay, so now I have created. As soon as when you create, you can notice that whatever measure you have created here, year, overall years units, that immediately showing here. Okay, now in the same way I want to copy paste this. This time I want to calculate overall year wise units. Okay, in this column, okay, in every year how much, okay, and here this I am going to select it as a, in this case I am selecting as a year. I will come and show this again later. So I just created this column. I have created two measures. One is normal one, grand total I have selected, and second column again copy pasted, and in the second one I have created year column, year level. What are these I am choosing here? If you do not create these hierarchies, then you will not have anything here. Means you cannot create. So this kind of calculation means calculating always at level. We are doing the calculation at one particular level. One is a grand total or one is a year. Okay, that's why they are called level based measures. Okay, so now let me drag these columns here. Okay, done. So now I'll select a normal. Okay, say for example, I am selecting year wise. I'll select year column and I am selecting a total units and I am selecting a overall units. Okay, you can see that overall units, because you are selected, you are asked to calculate the entire table level. Okay, above year. So what is this is your individual year and this is your individual year, and then it is a sum of entire years. Now, since this you have asked to calculate always at the entire table level, overall means above year. Okay, even if I click this column, it still show, okay, entire table what is overall year wise, all including all the years, what is the total. So it will still show that number only. Okay, but whereas this column is going and giving, now this is giving you in this half year how much. Even if I click it, it will give you quarter wise. So this number is nothing but in 2008 quarter 1 this much. But what is this? In entire organization, what are the units told out? Means the sum of all these things will be this. Okay, so this is how it will. Now what I want, so this is giving me overall, fine, and now we already have this number quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Now it is giving me in quarter 1 how much, and quarter 2 how much, and quarter 3 how much, quarter 4 how much. Now I want to know this quarter 1, I want to compare with in 2008 how much is total. So now this is the Q1 of 2008. Okay, because in 2008 Q1, this is the total units sold out. So this I want to compare with what is the total sold out in your year 2008. What is that? If I create a new report, I will get, but here I am not able to get. If I create a new report and select only so 2008, what is the total? 1770361 is the total. So that 1770361 I want to display here because this is the Q1. So I want to compare this 2008 Q1 with what is the total units sold out in 2008. Okay, that is 177 I want to compare here. But this is the Q1. What is the total in 2008? Not all overall, because overall we already have it. So that I want to compare with only in this year how much, in this year how much. Okay, and to do that, what I have done, I have created a second measure. In that measure, this time what I have selected, do always this calculation year wise, in this year, in this year, in this year. Previously overall means in the entire table how much. This time year wise, this much, in year how much, in this year how much, in this year how much. Okay, so that's why if I select this column right now, okay, so over year wise means every year. So now you can see in how many this is Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 of 2008 year. Now if you see in 2008 how much is this? 2008 how much? 1770361. Okay, 1770361. The total of your 2008 is showing up here. Total of 2009 is showing up here. Total of 2010 is showing up here. So these are called level based measures. Okay, means always the calculation is being done at one particular level. Okay, so that is called level based measure. So regular measures always will do calculation. Okay, and now you can see that the moment when this is the regular measure, these are the level based measures. Now you can notice whatever values we have here, they are not going to change when I click this one, but these values are going to change because now when I click, it is going to give the data month wise. So whatever column is there, so now this is nothing but in 2011 7 12th month how much, this is first month how much, second month, third month how much, fourth month how much, but here it's always showing the entire table how much. And what is the overall year you have in the entire organization, what is the total it is showing, and right side it is showing from year to year all 12 months are there in 2008. So what is the total in 2008, it is showing like this. So it is similar to what we choose here generally. Overall, so generally in SQL when you are doing, we will use a analytical function. Okay, but when you go to the OBIEE, okay, we will do this calculation at using the level based measures. Okay, this is how this works. Okay, so you can go and create it for any of the dimension hierarchy. What is mandatory is when you are creating it, we need to have these hierarchies created. Okay, so to always calculate a particular information at entire table overall level, so that grand total can help. Okay, that's why we'll start from there and select it. And whenever you create any measure, level based measure, and those measures will be showing up in this particular columns. Okay, now this we have created at overall level, this we have created at year level. So now it can show this is always created at year level. So this is created at grand total level. Okay, this kind of information is possible to show here. Okay, so this is all level based, and tomorrow we'll start, okay, a new topic which is called time dimension and time series calculations. Okay, so when you are writing a derivations, okay, so far the overall this and what is this we are doing, okay, and in the same calculation, okay, there will be some different types of the calculation which are like, say right now I have this year, okay, so I want to know what is the previous year salary, previous year units. 2007 is 14732, 2007 8 is this much, but always right side I want to display what is the previous, what is the previous, what is the previous. Okay, okay, and I want to compare, okay, current value with the previous year, or I want to compare current total units with 2 years back, or currently we are in January example. So last year January how much, all these kind of previous current calculations will be done, okay, with the help of time dimension. Okay, tomorrow we'll create the time dimension, the calculation we'll see tomorrow.